In today's video, I'm reviewing a 2014 Audi Allroad. The Allroad is essentially an Audi A4 with an extra 1.5 inches of clearance and a few different styling cues that give it a little bit more rugged SUV-like appearance. Now, the Allroad first started its life in the US as a modified A6, and with the second and third generations of the Allroad, Audi took that packaging and put it on the smaller A4 and discontinued the A6 variant of the Allroad. With that, you get a vehicle that gets much better fuel economy. The old versions of the Allroad had an EPA rating of about 14 and 20, while the newer Allroads are rated about 20 in the city and 27 on the highway. And so much better fuel economy. The Allroad is still available on the A6 model in the European market, but for the US, we only have the Allroad in the A4 configuration. Now, in terms of some of those styling differences between the Allroad and the A4, first of all, it comes only in wagon variant. And while this generation of the A4 was available in the wagon model of the A4, which is called the Avant, newer versions of the A4 are only available as a sedan. And so if you want a wagon, you have to get the Allroad, which is a good thing. I actually think the Allroad looks a lot better than the Avant does. Now, some of the things that set it apart: first of all, it comes with a unique wheel that's not offered on the A4. It's got this plastic body molding around the wheel wells. That's to protect the vehicle from scratches. It's got a little chrome body molding along the bottom here. And all of these are intended to really give it kind of a rugged appearance. No one's expecting you to take your Allroad off-road, but it gives it a little bit more rugged look. And that extra 1.5 inches of clearance that you get on the Allroad does make it perform a little bit better in snow, just because you've got a little more clearance under the vehicle. Up front, this front spoiler is slightly different from the A4, and then the grille is also different. The Allroad also comes with these chrome rails on the roof, which again give it a little bit of an SUV-like appearance, and are definitely handy for wrecks on top of the vehicle. Got a panoramic sunroof as well. And then, of course, because the Allroad is a wagon, it looks slightly different on the rear than the A4. And when compared with the Avant, it's also got a slightly different bumper, and then this rear spoiler here is different. Also got the dual exhaust. The second generation of the Allroad was produced from 2013 to 2016, with the third generation all new for 2017. Styling wise, I really like the look of the Allroad. I was a big fan of the Subaru Outback up until about 2009, when they changed it and kind of went for more of a crossover-like vehicle. I was always a fan of the kind of sports station wagon, and I think the Allroad offers a really nice alternative to that vehicle, also being that it's a lot more premium and sporty than the Outback. And I think there's a lot to be said for kind of the sport station wagon, because it drives a lot more like a car, but it still has a lot of the advantages that you get with an SUV. So you have a very spacious cabin, plenty of cargo space in the rear, and yet it still drives like a car, given that this is essentially an A4. The Allroad is only available with a 2-liter turbo, which is an excellent engine. Now, jumping inside the vehicle, it is identical to the A4 inside. Has a really nice premium sporty appearance to it. The A4 is actually one of my favorite vehicles in existence, and so with that, I'm also a big fan of the Allroad. I've got a 2013 Q5, and when I bought the vehicle, I debated between the Allroad and the Q5, and I think they're both great vehicles. I actually almost bought an Allroad and couldn't come to terms on price with the seller, but would have been very happy with one of these as well. And see that it's just got a really nice attention to detail, great style. Now this model's got the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is a premium feature. Offers quite a few speakers throughout the cabin of the vehicle and a really nice premium sound. This has also got the push button start, so I've got the key in my pocket. You can use that to automatically unlock and lock the doors and start the vehicle with the push of that button. You can also insert the key in the dash here, so it gives you kind of two options there. It's got dual zone climate control, heated seats. Given that this is an Audi, you know, it certainly comes heavily loaded, but you can get the Allroad in either a Premium, Premium Plus, or the Prestige package. The Prestige being the highest level of packaging. Includes some of the features such as the push button start. All of these buttons here would be missing on just the Premium model, and they would have kind of a slightly modified design with the buttons up here in the center. With this model, you got the Bluetooth, navigation, obviously radio, and then media, so you can plug in your iPhone in the glove box here and control that through the center screen here. It's got steering wheel controls for volume, number of voice features, and shift stations. All the premium features you would expect on a vehicle in this class of vehicle. That panoramic sunroof again up there. Gives the cabin a really nice premium feel and offers lots of nice natural light. So jumping into the rear again, it's got a pretty good spacious cabin. This generation of the A4 and Allroad models offers a really spacious back seat. The earlier A4s were pretty cramped in the back. These ones are quite spacious. So plenty of leg and headroom. The center armrest here that folds down. So a really nice rear seat. And then jumping around to the back, again, that thing that's really nice about the Allroad is that it's got a nice amount of cargo space here in the back. It actually seems to be more space than you get in the Q5 even. So even though the Q5 seems like it's a slightly larger vehicle, I think that in reality, the usable space is actually a little better in the Allroad. You can see that you got a little flap here that closes to conceal items in the back, and then those rear seats do fold down, so it's a 60/40 seat, so you can fold down either that left side or both sides, or right side, of course. Get some of those larger objects in. Given the square proportions of the vehicle, can definitely transport some large items if needed. Now, as I already alluded, the Allroad really shines when it comes to drivability. Comparing it with some of the other small SUVs, crossover vehicles that are on the market that may offer the same cargo capacity that you get with this vehicle, some of that same ground clearance, four-wheel drive, yeah, those all have that, but when it comes to drivability, the Allroad comes out way ahead of those vehicles in terms of performance. Not only does it have really good handling characteristics, but it also has a really nice powertrain that is very quick and very smooth. Now, while the A4 is very calm and composed when you want it to be, it's also very quick when you feel like driving a little sportier. You can see that in just a matter of seconds, we are up to 60 miles an hour, but at the same time, it's very professional in the way that it delivers that power. So it's very quick, but it's also very smooth, great shifts, and just offers a really nice experience for the driver. The steering on the A4 is also very smooth. Earlier versions of the electronic steering in Audi vehicles was a little bit vague, had kind of a loose, numb feel in the steering, and Audi's really made some progression on that in later versions of its vehicles, and this vehicle's got really good steering in those terms. So that's a review of the 2014 Audi Allroad. If you have any comments or questions, leave those in the section below. For more car reviews, subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, thanks for watching.